This is Senator Kyle McCarter coming to you with my week in review. This is my lovely wife Victoria. It's Mother's Day, and I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, especially this one because she's awesome and I love her.
Thank you, and Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. May God bless you.
It was a busy week in the legislature. We did make some very courageous votes. House Bill 1313 will ask state retirees to share in a portion of the responsibility for health care premiums in the future. If we did not do this, we would not be able to get rid of the tax increase that took a week's pay from every family in this state. This is just one step in the direction of living within our means and making responsible cuts in the budget. A tragedy happened Friday related to myself and that in my alma mater, Oral Roberts University. 5 students were traveling in a small plane up to Council Bluffs, and it crashed, and there was only one survivor. A very courageous story about a young man who was a Marine, served numerous times in Afghanistan, pulled one of the young ladies out, and she actually survived the crash, and that was the daughter of Ron Luce. So, you know, our prayers are with them, and it's kind of a sad thing in our family because my son just came home from Oral Roberts and knew some of these young people, and so we're praying for their families in this tough time for them. Some silly things happened in the legislature as well. A bill was defeated, but interestingly enough, it was debated, and that's whether you could put a dog in your lap in the car. And the more interesting was one of the proponents of the bill happened to have an invention that would a seatbelt for a dog. So it looked as though they were wanting special legislation so they could sell their product to you when dogs were outlawed in cars. So the bill failed. Again, it's just one example of why are we talking about these things when we have a budget that needs to be balanced and a state in such a fiscal mess that we're in, when jobs are leaving and our families are suffering. It's not the thing to be talking about. Another thing, a bill that was passed, and that was mandatory recess. 20 minutes recess in all schools, and if a student is misbehaving, you can't take that recess away from him. I had to testify on the floor that it was a great motivator for me to get me to behave in school, and that was taking away my recess. You know, I trust our local schools. I know we need recess. I know especially with obesity among our kids today, our kids need to be active, more active. They need to watch what they eat. We need to give them healthier foods. But I trust the local school districts to make that decision as to when they should go out for recess and how long it should be and whether it should be withheld from students that misbehave. So again, just not the kinds of substantive bills that we need to be talking about when we ought to be changing the business climate in this state to put our families back to work. It's going to be a busy week next week. We'll go back into session on Tuesday for the rest of the week, and I'll be working to pass legislation that is substantive and will change the opportunity for your family to go back to work. Have a great week.
Oh, hey, speaking of busyness in Senate, I just wanted to remind you that we have a new staff person on the McCarter team, and his name is Greg Tanis.
Greg Tanis from Oral Roberts University. He'll be
Yes.
with me all summer, and he's going to be a big help to me. He's looking to go into law school in the future, and we've got a great team of young people that are going to be working with us on the campaign trail all summer long, and I look forward to seeing you in the district. Have a great day.
Happy Mother's Day. God bless you.